wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, our dear viewers of Salam TV, this is your Alhidaayah show, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. We always thank you for watching us. Thank you. You can go to StarTimes, Go TV, and also the Afro Mobile app. For the Gen Zs, I always remind you. I'm Alhidaayah Mayanja, your host, as always. Today, I have a special guest, Ismail Kakande. Can you please introduce yourself to our dear viewers?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Ismail Kakande, sports scientist of Makerere University and a medical student of Mulago School of Nursing and Midwifery, working with Gangu Medical Center. I'm happy to be hosted on the air show Salam TV. Thank you, Mr. Alhidaayah.
Oh, you're most welcome. I'm Alhidaayah Mayanja, as always. We thank you and we welcome you to Alhidaayah show, where we appreciate Islam and science. And our topic today is the miracles of the human body, and more specifically today, we're going to focus on the human heart. Previously, or last week, we talked about the blood, but now we would like to appreciate how does this blood reach from the different parts of the body. And that's why we have a sports scientist and a nurse with us in our studios to appreciate the beauty of Islam and science. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mr. Ismail Kakande, a sports scientist.
Yes, please.
We would like, our dear viewers would like to appreciate some facts about the human heart. What is it special that a Muslim should really appreciate about this human heart? You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alhidaayah Mayanja, for the opportunity granted. With us today, we shall discuss the human heart. We shall relate it with an engine of a vehicle, just as we see that for your car that you parked down there to move, to be able to move, it should have an engine and a functional engine. Yes, so this pumps, this gears the vehicle to move. For every activity of the vehicle to take place, the engine should be well. Likewise, the heart, this is the engine of the body. It pumps blood to every different organs for its normal functioning. Yes. With us, we all know that the heart can never stop beating. In a minute, it beats around 72 times normally.
Akbar Kabila. Just 60 seconds, it pumps for 72 beats. That sound that I hear, it happens 72 times before a minute elapses.
Yes, sir.
Allah Akbar Kabila.
Yes, so the heart is a special organ.
No.
It is a very unique organ, that it is the first functional organ that forms during embryo development.
Oh, what you mean, Mr. Kakande? Before even the brain, before everything, we have the heart first.
The heart forms first.
MashaAllah.
It beats from the time of inception till the person breathes his last breath.
Allah Akbar.
That's very unique.
MashaAllah. Another fact.
So the other fact is that it is intrinsic in nature.
Intrinsic in nature, what do you mean for our dear viewer when you say the human heart is intrinsic?
All other organs need to be activated for them to function by the master of the body, that's the brain.
For example, if I want to punch someone, I flex my hand or my leg. Oh.
Exactly. So it comes from your head that you need to contract such and such muscles that you execute a certain activity. But for the heart, it is never innervated by the brain. So that is very unique, that outside the heart itself can function outside the body. There is no any other organ that can do that.
It functions on its own. They start beating automatically.
Yes.
Allah.
That's what we meant by it is intrinsic in nature.
MashaAllah.
Yes, please. So the other fact is that it is self-regulated. It has, in the scientific terms, we call them the sun, the senior arterial node, or the pacemaker of the body or of the heart. So the beating of the heart starts from that area it spreads to other areas such as the avian, which we know it as the atrioventricular node. Then it moves all over the heart, so that we have a functional heart. Okay. So the pace of the heart is the pace of the body. So for you, if you're seated, you're doing a less requiring activity such as sitting, your heart is going to be low. The heartbeat is going to be very low. But if you intend maybe to take a split, to run, the heart is the one to pace that activity. So that is, we call it the pacemaker of the body. Yes, please. So the other function or the uniqueness of this heart is that it is also served by blood. Being that it is the powerhouse, it is the engine, the pacemaker, it has also its blood vessels that supply it with blood. Okay? So that is the organ that we are really talking to
about today.
Yeah.
So we thank you very much, Mr. Ismail Kakande. You've talked about the heart being a self-pacemaker, like for it to increase, or when I'm frightened, or when I'm sleeping, different body activities that we do on our daily basis. You say that it's a self-pacemaker, but there is something when, for example, you said when I'm frightened, what happens when I'm frightened? Is it that this mind now comes in to help the heart to, the brain helps the heart to increase at least the heartbeat now in this sense? What is just about that?
Okay, so in situations like the scenario that you've just given us,
yes,
the heart, the brain can intervene by either increasing the pace of the heart, still by influencing the sinoatrial node, this bundle of neural cells within the heart. Imagine, it is the only tissue that has neural cells within it. So the heart, the brain will communicate with the heart that we need to increase the pace because of a given circumstance, and then the heart rate will increase. So the other pathway is that we have what we call the adrenal glands. They produce adrenaline, those hormones. So those hormones also influence the rate at which the heart beats. Yes, basically that's how the other organs can influence the working of the heart. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And now we've looked at brief facts or some key facts about this human heart, and really our dear viewers of Salam TV have appreciated, I'm very sure. But we would like now to appreciate some abnormalities. As we are appreciating Islam as science here at Alhidaayah show, we would like to now appreciate what are some abnormalities that do happen to the heart that are normally used in the medical world that you people normally experience. Which are those abnormalities that a human being should look at and be like, if I don't have this, I say alhamdulillah, as our show goes on.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alhidaayah. There are very many heart conditions. To start with, during the development of the heart, before a child is born, they usually call it a hole in the heart. Yes, in the scientific terms, we shall refer to it as the foramen ovale or the ductus arteriosus. Okay.
Yes.
So as soon as the child is given birth to, this hole must close. Okay. And failure for that process to take place,
yes,
this child shall have to be operated. Okay. And these are very, very expensive surgeries that it is of recent that we can now do them in the country. But all the years we've been flying to India, flying to the US for these surgeries.
Allah Akbar.
Very, very expensive. Okay. So that condition is called the patent ductus arteriosus. So if the foramen ovale fails to close, then you shall be diagnosed with that condition, the patent ductus arteriosus.
Allah Akbar.
Other conditions known to leave out, we have hypertension. And statistics show that out of 10 people above the age of 40 years, at least 6 to 7% of those people having hypertension.
Allahu Akbar Kabila. What is hypertension in brief terms for my dear view of Salam TV? When you say hypertension, it might sound more of the medical world, but I mean, to every person who is watching us on Salam TV, what could hypertension mean?
So hypertension,
Yes.
it is commonly known as pressure. Yes.
Oh.
That is the term that people are familiar with. So it comes when we have persistent elevated blood pressure. You know, the pressure, there is a range in which pressure must fall. Okay.
I understand.
So getting outside to the upper extreme of that range, then you shall be diagnosed with hypertension, or what we call pressure. It has very many effects, and it is one of the causes of sudden death. Yes, it is a very expensive disease because you have to depend on drugs for the rest of your time once you're once you're being diagnosed with hypertension. Yes. So that is another disease or condition that is common with the heart or the cardiovascular system.
Allah Akbar Kabila. So
Yes.
if our viewer there is not suffering from hypertension, should take it as the point to thank Allah for that wonderful gift of life, because we've seen so far two abnormalities of the human heart. We had hypertension, which we normally refer to as pressure. My grandmother has pressure, or some other people. We always see it at old age. It always sets in old age, but yeah, I think there are some cases in the young ones also. We've seen the patent doctors at Eriosis, where our dear sports scientist has told us that now if this hole in the human heart during development does not close, you get this condition. So we should thank Allah for this gift of life, at least for if we don't have any of those abnormalities. Mr. Ismail Kakande, sports scientist.
Yes, please.
Is there any other abnormality that our dear viewer would like to know about?
For the interest of time, we shall just click on them. We shall not expound. But there are very, very many conditions of the heart. We have commonly what we know as the heart failure. So heart failure, it can be two-sided. We have what we call the right-sided heart failure and the left-sided heart failure.
Yes.
Right-sided heart failure, it's when the heart cannot pump blood to the lungs, yes, to pick oxygen. So we shall say that this patient or this person has right-sided heart failure. And then for the left-sided heart failure, the left side of the heart fails to pump blood to the rest of the body. So that's one other condition. We have the coronary heart disease. The coronary heart disease, the coronary artery in the first position is that it's the artery that serves the heart itself with blood. So when it have issues, for instance, it is blocked or it constricts, it narrows, then it is not in position to provide sufficient blood to the heart. Then you'll be diagnosed with a condition referred to as the coronary heart disease.
Allah Akbar.
Yes, that is in the recent times we have seen very many cases of people just all of a sudden collapsing and dying, because once the coronary artery constricts, it's going to prevent blood from being supplied to the heart, and someone can have a myocardial infarction. It is also another condition. So this is the death of a heart muscle, myocardial infarction. We have other conditions. We have infective endocarditis. This is caused by an infection. So once the heart is being infected, normally by a streptococcal organism, yes, when it is not treated well, then it can cause the heart to get sick.
Allah.
Then we have conditions such as the myocarditis, that is inflammation of the heart muscle itself, not basically that it is increasing in function, but otherwise it is as a result of a disease process.
Allah Akbar.
Yes. So there are very, very many conditions that affect the heart. But Alhamdulillah, we should be appreciative to Allah that of a list of more than 100 heart diseases, you've never been diagnosed with one.
Allah
So that
Akbar
should be a
Kabir.
reason for as to why you should never miss the 2 rakas of duha every day.
Duha.
Yes,
Allah
to be
Akbar.
appreciative that one organ, the heart, with over 100 diseases, you've never been diagnosed with one.
Allah
Yes, please.
Akbar.
Now.
So we appreciate you, Mr. Kakande, sports scientist. We've looked at all these abnormalities of the human heart. What could be some of those causes that lead to these abnormalities? Because we understand these things happen during development, some develop during our life after birth. So what could be some of these causes? Because here there is this moment when someone's heart is surrounded with fats, and they tell us that this person is eating more of the junk foods or the bad oils, which they refer to as the saturated fats. Yeah, people who enjoy Cafe Javas and some other brands might be, but we cannot mention people here. But people who who enjoy deep fried things, they always tell us that they are going to develop fats around their heart. What are those bad acts or the causes that can lead to these abnormalities?
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. In the first position, the causes of the different heart diseases are unknown. So in Islam, in our Islamic faith, we put that to what? To the predestination. Belief in Allah. Yes. Whichever remedy that I'll give you today, however much you take it, you do it, you maximize it, okay? First put your trust in Allah. Yes, we have very many people that do things. The medical people, us, we do get sick, but people don't expect that. Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
In the first position, the cause in the scientific approach, we call it idiopathic. The cause is not known.
Yes.
Okay, then we have different risk factors. We call them risk factors that are now aggravate factors for a sick heart.
Yes.
So, firstly, lifestyle. In lifestyle, what do we mean? Someone in their free time, they'll go take alcohol. They'll smoke.
Yes.
They'll have junky foods, like you said.
So you mean when I take alcohol, my lifestyle, I'm this person who is dormant. All these are predisposing me to the abnormalities of the human heart that we've appreciated today.
Exactly.
Allah.
Taking alcohol, I think, for the different diseases that I've studied about, or I've looked at, I've never missed alcohol as a risk factor.
Allah.
But a dear Muslim that is that side, that is over there, Islam has forbidden alcohol in the first position.
For our own health.
Yes.
Allah.
And when we come to health, we see that there is no disease out of 100, 90% of the diseases, one of the risk factors is alcohol.
Allah.
So we can reflect on that. It is a miracle. Okay? Smoking, we've been forbid from smoking. It is another risk factor for a sick heart. We have now a sedentarism.
Sedentarism here, you mean someone who wakes up in the morning, sits on a TV, he sits there, the food finds him there, everything finds him there. Is this person who is not mobile? Is it what you mean by sedentarism for our dear viewer there?
Yes, we can categorize.
Yes.
Yes, because we have different levels of engaging in physical activity. There we have crossed to physical activity. Okay?
No.
You may say, for me, the kind of work I'm doing,
yes,
I'm this person who moves around. But when you go to see a specialist,
yes,
is it enough? Are you engaging in enough physical activity that will not make your heart sick? Yes, that's the first question.
Allah.
So the World Health Organization recommends that at least a youth, you should engage in a minimum of 150 minutes of moderate to high intensity exercise.
Allah.
Moderate, what do I mean? That when you're doing that activity, you can't talk to a colleague, just as we are seated here.
Yes. So that is going to be characterized as moderate.
Yes, moderate.
For example, if I'm jogging or walking.
Jogging, yes.
I cannot talk to a colleague. So that
you
is
find
classified
difficult.
as intermediate.
Yes.
Okay.
Then high intensity, that even now the breath, your breathing is not what? Is not very normal. For instance, you're splitting. You can't tell, a splinter cannot hold a conversation as we are doing.
Yes.
So that's how we pace. So for a youth that is looking at us over there, we should know that you should at least minimally engage in activity of 150 minutes.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr.
Yes.
Ismail Kakande. Our dear viewers of Salam TV, we always thank you for watching us. You can follow us on StarTimers, Go TV, and also the Genses. You can download the Afro Mobile app after the lecture, as you're seated in your room. You can download and watch us, the Alhidaayah show, Islam and Science. We appreciate. We are now going to have a brief break, and then we shall continue from there. Thank you very much, our dear viewers.
Eno, yes, Salam TV. Eno, yes, Salam TV.
Don't miss out on being part of the ultimate game changer. Omumaniwa Salam TV is expanding nationwide, bringing life-changing prizes to all Ugandans. Everyone can win, including cars, Haji and Umrah pilgrimages, land titles, hard cash, home furniture, TV sets, and many others. Partner with us in this noble cause and let's transform lives together. Don't miss out. Call or WhatsApp 0776 988 064 or 0702 988 064 for more information. Get ready to win from June 10th, 2025 to February 14th, 2026.
A new era has arrived, and it starts with a simple download. Get the new and improved My DSTV app and get used to more control with streamlined payments, easy error clearing, live chat assistance, and more, all in one app. This is the My DSTV experience, reimagined and upgraded to a whole new level. Download the new My DSTV app from your app store.
I'm one of the scientists now doing research on plastic technology recycling, where we can be able to produce other products from plastic waste. For example, we are trying to develop a plastic tile with sand plastic tile, that it is unbreakable, it can be shifted from one roof to another. So this is a project we are working on. It's our initiative as Kazire Group of trying to reduce waste from the environment. Brothers and sisters, Taso Butonde for a better Uganda.
This message is brought to you by National Environment Management Authority, Kampala Capital City Authority, Vivo Energy, Airco, Pepsi, Stanbic Bank, and NBS TV. Better steady, be better.
I believe almost all of us have gone through problems with conmen, especially on mobile phones. Any network, somebody will call you asking for your PIN, somebody will call you asking for anything, somebody will call you with a problem. All I'm telling you is as we advance in these technology times, I just want you to be steady and be better.
In partnership with Uganda Communications Commission and NBS.
Bored of watching the same stuff on TV? Say no more! Afro Mobile is now on smart TVs, bringing you the hottest Ugandan and African content, bigger, better, and right on your screen. Live TV? Check. Classic Ugandan series? Absolutely. The latest music shows and rewindable live events? You got it. No interruptions, no limits, just non-stop entertainment, all in one application. Now streaming on Android TV, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and more. Afro Mobile is your ultimate home entertainment sidekick. Getting started is a breeze. Just head to the App Store on your smart TV, search Afro Mobile, download, and start watching. Afro Mobile, authentic African stories.
Eno Ye Salam TV.
We'll be back from that short break. We appreciate you, our dear viewers, for always following up the Alhidaayah show, where we appreciate Islam and the science. And right about today, we are appreciating miracles of the human body, and more specifically, the human heart. And we have Ismail Kakande, a sports scientist, and also a nurse working with Gangu Medical Center. So where we ended from the previous, before the break, we looked at the risk causes of the abnormalities of the human heart. We said they are not specific, but at least we have the risk factors that predispose us to these immobilities of the human heart. We appreciated the causes, some of the causes or the risk factors, and we also looked at the alcohol, we looked at smoking, and we also appreciated more of that. Mr. Ismail Kakande,
Yes, please.
could you please tell us more of these risk factors before we look at what recommendations someone can maintain the heart in a normal functioning?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayanja Alkam.
Yes.
Other risk factors include poor diet, poor nutrition. Yes, in our lives you find that someone is only feeding on junky foods, fried chips, everything. Okay, so these, when you take in foods that are rich in fats,
Yes.
they accumulate around the heart.
The saturated fats specifically, because we again appreciate that there is good fats. The avocados, they have good fats, the unsaturated fats. So I think these people should differentiate between the saturated fats, and also we know that the fish is a good source of the unsaturated fats, which are good fats in this case. So for a person who wants his human heart to be functioning in a very good way, please do more with these natural oils or the natural fats, that is the unsaturated. I think that is what we can appreciate about diet with our heart.
Yes, please.
Yes, something else, I mean, about the risk factors that predispose us to the abnormalities of the human heart.
Yes.
Mr. Isma.
We've talked about sedentarism, we've talked about stress. Yes.
Oh, Mr. Ismail Kakande, you mean when I am overstressed, I am putting pressure on my heart, so it is not good for my health as Muslim or as our dear any view of Salam TV?
You know,
Yes.
stress is one of the factors that is underestimated, underrated as a cause of disease,
Yes.
morbidity and mortality.
Yes.
But we should know that our heart, or during stressful times, the body reacts by producing some chemicals in the
Yes.
body.
Yes.
Specifically, we can say cortisol. So these chemicals have different effects on different organs.
Yeah.
So this chemical will go on the heart, okay?
Yeah.
It will influence it in a way that these are stressful times, constricting vessels, causing the heart to slow or either increase, causing the different cells, including those of the heart,
Yes.
to change their metabolism or on how they function.
Yes.
And in the long run,
Yes.
we see that it results into a sick heart.
Allah.
Yes, that's how stress can affect us. So it is a very big challenge and something that we should put into consideration. Yes, please.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Ismail Kakande. We've looked at very many of the predisposing factors for our heart to be in poor health. Could you please tell us more of these predisposing factors? Because our dear viewer would like to know that this will predispose my heart to poor condition, so I will avoid it or I should moderate this. Do you have any more predisposing factor, or we can look at the recommendations per se?
Thank you, Mr. Alkamayanja.
Yes.
The other issue is about hydration.
Yes.
That is taking water. Do you take sufficient water in a day? So for a good heart or a healthy heart, it needs hydration. It needs, when you take enough water, for the heart to function very well. Yes. So you may find that someone can take 3 days without, at minimum, taking a liter of water. This is not healthy for your life. This is not healthy for your heart. Yes. Then the other issue is that...
Mr. Ismail Kakande, before we leave this point of hydration, the recommendation, they always recommend us to take 6 to 80 glasses of water. I think our dear viewers should appreciate that even if you're taking water or you're taking a juice, you're taking a bottle of yogurt, you're taking tea, you're taking juice, anything that is liquid, we are going to calculate it as water. So we are not saying that you take bare only water, plain water, but you take tea, you take juice, you take porridge, but you should estimate all of them in a day or in 24 hours to be 6 to 80 glasses of water for your good hydration. That is what Mr. Ismail Kakande, I think, has emphasized here. Yes, Mr. Ismail Kakande.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Alcam, for that clarity to our dear viewers.
Yes.
The other thing is that monitor your heart more often. We've seen a growing trend that some people on purpose are prescribed to use smartwatches on purpose so that they can monitor their hearts. Now, as the Gen Z, we think it is swagalific because you've seen so and so, he's wealthy. Then you think you just copy, you buy a smartwatch, working like, is it functional, non-functional, you don't mind.
Yes.
But it is always for healthy purposes that you put on a smartwatch.
Yes.
You monitor how your heart functions. So when you see that there is something that is going out of range, your heart rate is persistently high, what we call pulse.
Yes.
Your blood pressure is persistently high, then you seek medical attention. Yes, please.
Allah Akbar. So we appreciate you, Mr. Ismail Kakande. You've appreciated a lot of risk factors or predisposing factors to a bad health condition of our human heart. But would like to look at recommendations. What would you recommend to our dear viewer of Salam TV who is watching Alhidaayah show to do to at least make sure that my heart is in a better, it could not be the best, but at least a better health condition? Are those recommendations as a sports scientist in your capacity and a nurse at the same time? We would like you to get some recommendations for our dear viewers of Salam TV to appreciate and make sure they have a proper functioning health, because if this happens, they will worship Allah with ease and also do the other activities as for why they were created. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. One of the habits, we call them healthy habits, that someone should live with is one, hydration. One of the points that we've pointed out. Stay hydrated. Take the recommended fluids in a day. Secondly, exercise. When you visit the Uganda Heart Institute in Mulago, everywhere they will say exercise for a healthy heart. So exercise for a healthy heart. Remember, we've said that we've tried to visualize a picture that the heart is the power engine of the body.
Yes.
So the stronger it is, the more powerful, productive you'll be.
Yes, Mr. Ismail Kakande, you are emphasizing exercising, but you've not told us how much I should exercise either in a week or daily, because most of our dear viewers or some of our viewers are doing office work and they say, I cannot walk to work, I will be late. What is the recommended at least that I should do in a day or in a week to at least make sure that I'm doing well with my exercises?
Thank you, Mr. Modulator. So when it comes to exercise, we can categorize it in either 2 or 3 categories. So you have what we call endurance exercises.
Yes.
So these endurance exercises specifically target the heart and then the respiratory system or your breathing system.
Yes.
Okay. So for endurance exercises, at least you engage 3 to 5 times in a week. Those are days, 3 to 5 days of exercising. When you have in each of those days, you have at least 30 minutes, of exercising. When you're training your heart to be enduring, to be in position to deliver sufficient oxygen to the body parts.
Allah
Yes.
Akbar.
Then we have what we call strengthening exercises.
Mm.
You see people do powerlifting, they do push-ups.
Yes.
Those are strength exercises.
I can even do them in my room, meaning.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can do them, you can modify, regardless, even the endurance exercises, you can do them in your room, okay? Stepping up and down for 30 minutes. That will be healthy for your heart. Yes. I guess that would give some hope to our viewers or clarity on how to exercise. Yes, please.
Mr. Ismail Kakande, we know people would like to exercise or what and what, but how can someone reach up to you and you help at least prescribe or help them in these exercises? It could be a school administration, it could be a hospital, it could be a business. For example, here the Salam workers, some TV workers might appreciate you and be like, how can we come and guide us on the exercises? Can you please provide for us your number to our dear viewers to at least appreciate if they can really get up to you and then you help them with this exercise bit?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator. For follow-ups or more details pertaining exercise,
yes,
you can get to me on 07088
yes
70
yes
150. That's
Yeah.
my Airtel.
yes
Then the MTN is 07710
yes
22 63
yes
1. Yes, thank you so much.
You could please repeat the MTN number. We're a bit at a high speed. Could you
Okay.
please repeat for our dear viewers?
077
Yes
10
yes
22
yes
631.
631.
Yes.
So we appreciate you, Mr. Ismail Kakande, sports scientist and a nurse. What other, you've talked about endurance exercises, high intensity, moderate, and you've given us your phone number for follow-up. Which other recommendation could you give us for a person who is seeking a better working heart in this moment?
One, I would recommend people to maintain a healthy weight. Yes, because when you tend to be overweight or obese, that is the first _1 risk factor for a sick heart. It will imply that the heart shall need a lot of force, shall need to do a lot of work to maintain that weight, and in the due course it will get sick. So always maintain a healthy weight by observing what you eat, how you eat, and how you spend that food that you eat. Yes.
So we appreciate you, our dear sports scientist, and our guest for today, a special guest actually. Are these all the recommendations that you could give us? Because you can look at a person who is not in the casual working, but someone who is in office from 7 a.m. up to 8 p.m. We've seen these artificial stadiums that are always made. What can you recommend? I mean, how often someone can visit it? Football or
engage in sports, engage in exercise. Yes. So exercising can vary. Okay. So you could the bare minimum engaging, as we've earlier stated, that at least have 30 minutes in a day that you're actively exercising.
Yes.
And you really see sweat. Okay.
Yes.
Then two, on top of the 30 days, that is one day, get the second day, maybe you exercise on a Monday. By Tuesday you'll be fatigued, you feel some muscle pain maybe, then you go back on Wednesday, you exercise, and then Friday, just 30 minutes. With that kind of lifestyle or routine, you'll be healthy, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay. Then the other issue, Mr. Moderator, that I've seen that many people are trying to fight weight. Okay.
Yes.
I've received very many clients, they want to put off weight, and people are giving them different advices that you fast for 10 days without eating, you do a lot of exercise. No, before even engaging in exercise, I would implore you to first seek for medical clearance, because not everyone you can engage in exercise. We've seen people that die in gyms. Okay, this is because you pace, like you're dealing with a different client. You're sick, maybe you're putting yourself at an intensity that you cannot sustain. So in the first position, seek for medical clearance that you can engage in exercise. Then get that rightful person that you can exercise with, that can prescribe right exercise. And those issues, I want to reduce my weight, I want to be fit, I want to shape up, I want to what, shall be solved. Yes, thank you so much.
As we are concluding, we are coming to, I can see time is taking us. Run away. What aspects or what ayats from the Holy Quran that can enable a Muslim or our friend who is watching us on Salam TV to appreciate ayats from the Quran that someone can appreciate that really the heart is even talked about in the Holy Quran? Are there some ayats in the Holy Quran that are talking specifically about this human heart? Yes, Mr. Ismail Kakane.
Yes, thank you so much. But it's a fact that the heart is one of the most talked about human organ in the Quran.
Allah.
Over 130 times the heart has been mentioned in the Holy Quran, doing different things. For instance, in Surah Al-Hajj, verse 46, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the heart as an organ that has the ability to understand, to store knowledge. This is a fact that is under investigation. Earlier we said that the heart has neural cells, and we know that neural cells are particular to the brain. Yes. So the heart, there is a concept of the heart brain, that the heart itself has a full functional brain that can store knowledge, that can regulate emotions and all other things. Okay?
Yes.
So another verse that I could cite out to for our viewers is when Allah in multiple cases has talked about proportioning someone.
Yes.
And he says that we have, in due proportion, we created man.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
So in the scientific approach, would just wish to cite out something very small about the position of the heart. It is rightly situated in a fixed position where it is safest. We've mentioned about it being the powerhouse, the engine of the body. It is a very vital organ of the body. So it is rightly placed that it can function well. Could you imagine if your heart was maybe in the leg?
Allah.
Could it be in position to pump blood to the heart, to the brain?
No.
Exactly not. So it is well protected in a position where it is protected by the rib cage, by the sternum bone, by the vertebra, and all that. Its functioning, its size, all that reflect in the verses of the Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to us as a miracle. Yes, thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ismail Kakande, a sports scientist and at the same time a nurse working with the Gangu Medical Center. We really appreciate you, sir, for your time here with us at the Alhidaayah show. We always stream 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. every Monday. This is the Alhidaayah show where we appreciate Islam and science. And this time around we've been appreciating the miracles of the human body, and more specifically today we have looked at the human heart. We thank our dear viewers for always following up. You haven't penned down to note, you're using your brain to appreciate the science between Islam and science. So we really appreciate you, and we cannot pay to you, but also apart from thanking you. Mr. Ismail Kakande, is there something before we end this show that you could like to leave to our dear viewers there who have viewed this show from where we started, where we talked about the causes, we talked about some facts about the human heart, where we said it beats 72 times per minute. We talked about the abnormalities, hypertension, which they normally call pressure. We've looked at the myocardial infarction. We've looked at, and we even appreciated that this is not the conditions or the causes. There is no specific cause for an abnormal heart or a dysfunctioning heart, but then they are predisposing factors. We have looked at the recommendations or the good habits for our proper functioning of the human heart or our heart, because we are all humans. We've looked at our good diet, which oils are we eating, and we appreciated that we should go for the natural fats. Apart from we should avoid saturated fats and go for unsaturated fats, and we appreciated all the sources of these fats. So which message could you have as a sum up for this? We've appreciated the correlation between the human heart, and our dear sports scientist has told us that the human heart was mentioned more than 130 times in the Holy Quran. Is there something that we could please leave to our dear viewers before we close off this show?
I would wish to implore our dear viewers that in the first position, worship Allah, fulfill your duties, your religious duties, most so the obligatory duties, pray 5 times a day. Only that, fasting, going for Hajj, Zakah, all that, only that shall be a milestone for your health. Secondly, adopt healthy routines. But exercising is not only for the rich.
Yes.
Yes, it's not only for the rich. You can improvise whichever space you have, and you exercise. Truly, it is going to be beneficial for you and for the Ummah at large. 3, make sure that you eat well. Eating well doesn't mean ordering for junk foods. You could have your simple food, but prepared intentionally, knowing what you're targeting and all that. Then lastly, let us be social. Yes, because we are seeing that with these merging technologies, people are isolating. Yes, are isolating. They are reducing social interactions, and that has a negative implication on your health. Yes, it has.
Thank you very much. You've not sent greetings to your co-workers at Gangu Medical Center. We will then welcome you back. But that was by the way. We appreciate you. This is the moment where university students are reporting you've been in vacation. But please and please, go there, do what you've gone to do. We appreciate. May Allah ease your studies for you. This is the Alhidaayah show, where we appreciate Islam and science, and most specifically today we appreciated the miracles of the human body, and most specifically the heart. I'm going to remain your host, Alkam Mayanja. We're going to meet next Monday, inshallah. The same time, you can view us from StarTimes, Go TV, and for the Gen Zs, I always tell you, you download the Afro Mobile app on your phone, and you always follow up, not to miss. Those who have not been able to catch us live, please, you can visit the Salam TV platform that is on YouTube to see these reminders. Thank you very much. I remain Alkam Mayanja. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Eno ye Salam TV. Obuwanguzi obusinga mu nsi kwe kutuukiriza obweyamu. Salam TV eyuguumya amayengo buli lukya. Kolono esumuludde luwombo. Programu obulungamu. Luno luwombo anti ku Mande otegeera obulamu bw'abaswahaba bannabbi. Baawangaala batya ne Sheikh Tikirimpwa Yazid.
Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam yagamba nti nno bano basahaba bange tekisaanidde kubeera nti nno omuntu yenna ayogera ekigambo ekiyinza okubeera nti nno bakibeesittaze oba okubakkakanya oba okubeera nti nno kibatyoboola.
Ku lwokubiri, enneeyisa y'omusiraamu ddala erina kuba ya njawulo. Enneeyisa y'omusiraamu ne Sheikh Muhammad Kibaate.
Enneeyisa kyentegeeza mu kyo, enneeyisa yo n'ekintu gundi. Enneeyisa eteekeddwa okubeera ku kino n'ekintu gundi. Enneeyisa yo n'ekintu gundi. Bw'onooba kijjamu kyonna kijja okukola ekigambo mpisa.
Wulira bwe twambuka olwo ku lwokusatu okusonyiwagana. Osonyiwa otya anti kitukakatako ne munnabugerere Sheikh Swaleh Kigundu.
Waliwo ebintu bino bya mirundi esatu. Waliwo okusonyiwa,
waliwo okusonyiwagana wabaawo n'okwesonyiwa buli kimu kirina amakulu gaakyo naye ekimu kiyinza ate okukutuusa ku kirala ate ekirala kiyinza obutakutuusa ku kirala.
Twesoza olwokuna tugenderera kino kikulu nnyo okugaba emaali y'omufu mu busiraamu. Obadde okimanyi ye obadde okikola otya? Kati kitegeere mu bujjuvu bwakyo okugaba emaali y'omufu mu busiraamu ne Dokita Sowedi Mayanja.
Miraasi kitegeeza yengeri process yengeri emaali y'omufu gyegabizibwamu eri abasikaabe.
Ddala twambuka tuyingira ejjuma olwokutaano olina kigendererwa ki? Ekigendererwa oba enniya ku olwo banguka ne Sheikh Rajabu Kakooza.
Enniya mu lulimi lwonna amagulu gaakyo mu lulimi al-qasdu okugenderera okukola ekintu.
Olw'omukaaga tukulaga ekkubo ettuufu ly'olina okukwata, ekkubo ly'obusiraamu. Gundi tova ku maini ne Sheikh Sujja Idris.
Omuntu gwe bagamba nti omuntu atuuse ku buwanguzi afaanana atya? Bwe kibeera nti ogamba nti kusoma abaako eddala lye yali aluubirira, kakati eddala eryo singa amala n'alituukako tugamba nti oyo akoze eki? Atuuse ku buwanguzi.
Olwo ku Sande tuluyingiramu n'empisa z'omukkiriza. Omukkiriza yandibadde atya? Biki byakola ne byatateekeddwa kukola? Ne Sheikh Najibu Kasozi.
Okubeera ne fiqihi mu ddiini y'Obusiraamu gy'emirembe gy'ogenda okubeera nagyo wenna eyeeyitwa omumanyi.
Olwo lwe luwombo lw'obuluŋŋamu. Woomerwa oluwombo buli lunaku. Program obuluŋŋamu wano